Hey guys, this is Handler, and you're listening to We Talk podcast, where we talk about anything and everything. Today we've got an interesting personality on seat here, a rising star and a rapid growing content creator. Stay Guy.
Hi.
Why don't I let you introduce yourself?
Alright, I'm Stay Guy. I don't think there's any other thing. I'm Stay Guy. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Nice to meet you.
Alright, just for fun.
Yeah.
Just for fun. Yeah?
Alright.
If you were to describe your content in like 3 words, what would you say?
3 words.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a thing of 3 words. I think just one can describe everybody.
Okay, let's hear it.
Chaotic. If I let you 3, drama. And what else? Peace.
Peace?
And anything has to do with freedom, anything has to do with like there's no pressure.
Right.
Yeah, that's one thing about me. I don't really put too much thought into things. And when I say chaotic, I just do whatever. It's more like there's nothing like orderliness where I am. I just do whatever. I swear down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, so what inspired you to start content creating?
Yeah, I would say first of all, when you know you have a passion for something,
Yeah.
not necessarily passion, when you have a zeal for something, you know you can do something. Why not just do it? It's something that stuck to me. I would give an instance to when I had an accident. It happened. It's not really an instance. It happened. I had an accident. I broke this arm.
Okay.
Completely. It was like in two parts. I was in hospital for a while.
Like,
Completely. Yeah.
no, let's get this. My imagination there, like separate.
2 separate parts. This particular joint, yeah, was broken like this. That was a week before my graduation
From
secondary school.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I never attended my graduation. And not that I really saw it as something I needed to attend, but there's this realization that struck me when I was on that bed. I was there for about 3 months. On that bed, I started realizing stuff. Okay, if I was to die right now, what legacy will I say I've laid for myself? I started thinking about it like, okay, we're actually just humans. Everybody will die at any point in time.
Sorry not to cut you off, but if I'm to ask, at what age was this happening?
At what age was this happening? I would say I was 17.
And you're already thinking about legacies.
I used to stay in one bed for 3 months. Yeah, it's just some things. I feel like some of these people, some of these youngins that say something that you wonder, okay, what made you think about? I feel like it's just like experience. When you lived in their shoes, you might see life the same way they did. So that was just it for me. And boredom. You are bored, thoughts come in. So yeah, events happened and fell into place and Stay Guy. Voila.
So how do you come up with your content ideas?
Okay, my content ideas. Content
Or it's
ideas.
just random, it's just whatever happens, just...
You asked one word I use that was to describe my content. I don't feel like there's nothing like order again. I do everything. People say think outside the box. I feel like I'm the box. I'm not saying I feel like I am the boss. So yeah,
Word.
I could do what I see. Listen, yeah. When it comes to skit making, people were like, I cannot do skit making. I'm only focused on one kind of content. And I did skit making for a while. I just did it to prove to people that okay, see, I can do
I can
this.
actually do this.
But then I stopped. I went back to what I used to.
The original.
Will I call it original?
So there's no original piece. It's just random.
I'm the box.
Word. Yeah, that's good.
I could do YouTube I could do this one day, the next second, People will be confused. Okay, when did you start doing this? Then people. I think that's one thing with creators. Everybody's like restricting themselves to a niche.
Particular thing, yeah.
You can do better. People follow different people for different kinds of things. You follow people for different kinds of things.
True.
But if you think you like what you follow, why can't you replicate that? People follow me for different kind of things. Some people like when create like chaotic, when I say random stuff. More like when it's just different pieces put together, and I think that's what makes a creator.
Right.
You get.
Right.
So, yeah.
Speaking about that, yeah. What was your first viral piece of content?
Viral piece of content.
Yeah, what was that thing that you did that just skyrocketed you like it's cute?
Okay, there was this thing where, before you get a job, you have to provide a birth certificate for apply for any job. That's the thing.
Okay.
You get, so this was back
Is
then.
a thing or it was a thing?
It is.
Okay.
Right from time. It still is a thing. I don't know if people are still doing it, Shabo. Yeah, 2023, March. March. Yeah. I was looking for a job. I did the usual. I got the birth certificate, but I forgot my birth certificate at home. Do you understand?
That is on your way to the interview.
On my way, I was already at the interview, but then they were like, you need a birth certificate to like, I already said I had everything, but they were like, you need a birth certificate. Brother, I was born. Look at me right here.
Like, what's the need? That's why I asked, is it still a thing or it was a thing?
I told the guy, I was like, look at me right here, like, why do you need a birth certificate when I'm just here? I got angry and I went home. I lost the job, by the way. Went home and I picked up my phone. I was like, okay, guys, see what happened. I told the camera, I spoke like I was speaking to a person and uploaded it. Boom. 3.5 million views.
Wow.
I think that was what kept me going. I would have still been going by now, but I feel like that piece was just special. It was a special moment in my life. Unemployment. Let's not get into that.
Then they're beyond that stage now, yeah? Alright. Now to go deeper into your content creating.
Alright.
What is the hardest part of content creation that people don't get to see? Because I believe there should be obstacles, there should be one or two challenges that you, the content creators, face, whatever the case may be. Yeah. So what is that hardest, or what are those hard things that your viewers don't get to see?
For myself or for creators?
Well, we're talking about you now, you're the one on the seat.
Alright.
As a content creator, you as a content creator.
As a content creator, one thing that has been difficult is self-motivation. You have so many content creators out there, and sometimes people put in so much effort into posting something, and they get 2 likes in a particular video. It's demotivating.
Right.
It's as though you should just give up. I don't know if you understand. I don't know. I really don't know. If you've experienced stuff like that, you should relate so well. A lot of creators out there have potential. I've met people that are supposed to be online that can do way better than me, but they do not want to put themselves out there because of the fear of low views, low engagement. That's for those that still don't overthink. Overthinkers will never post. But those that eventually post just stop because of the engagement. And I feel like if you're a creator watching this, just know that the views will come. I'm the one telling you. When it comes to low, I feel like I'm one of the victims of that low views. TikTok saw me and said, you will not succeed, you will not survive. But yeah, I grew to 199k. I can't go back to, I think, 40 or 50k. Just keep going. Forget views. Forget likes. Forget all that. Just love what you create and just keep putting yourself out there. And to pay off eventually.
Eventually, that's the word.
Yeah.
Have you ever had creator's block? Yeah, for writers, they would call it writer's block. But then now, as a content creator, have you ever had, like, where you just, nothing is coming, you can't, How do you?
You know, it's one of the major things when you're dealing with like consistency. You try to always put content out there, like maybe you're posting like 2 to 3 times in a day for every day in a week, and you can't just think of anything. One thing I fall back on is just to get inspiration from other creators. There's so many things out there. I'm more of an original person.
Okay.
I don't really do trends. I can count the number of trends I've done in my life. But yeah, when it comes to originality and you have creators grow, I feel like another thing is just to rest, relax. Just you not just take it slowly. Just sometimes just go for a walk. I do walks a lot. Some people just see me on the road and like, hey guy. That's why I walk a lot. So check most of my past videos, I walk. And go, trekking. Me and the Israelites are, hey. But yeah, that's one thing that really helped me. Just walk and just notice the little things in nature. The birds, it might sound very, very weird, but notice the little things in nature. Notice the sounds of cars, every little thing. Whether you're a writer, you're a music artist, it applies to everyone. Just go for walks to help. Yeah.
I know for certain that there would have been cases of negative comments, comments degrading, haters. Now, you have encountered backlash from one or two content. How?
First things first, yeah. I don't think I have haters.
Right?
Let me not lie.
Is it? Okay, that is your own ideology. You don't think you have.
Let me learn.
Okay, loud.
I think I do have haters, but they are still in the dark. I don't think they've shown for. One thing about me, another thing, I hate myself. see, I roast myself in real time. I see stuff about I think people know at least 50% of around me. I can't dance. I say to the why I cannot dance to save my life. So if you are hating on someone that already hates himself, I feel like you're motivating me. Right? People just, one thing about content creators in general, if you are focusing on haters, you're only giving them attention. So that thing they are saying about you, try to agree with them. Say something like, okay, I don't like your cap. Say to me,
I don't like your cap.
I swear I hate this cap, but I still want. It just match the energy.
There's nothing to say.
There's nothing, literally.
Right. So
yeah.
Okay. So what's something you wish you knew before you started content creation?
No one cares. Yeah, that was a major challenge. I feel like people tend to think, okay, everybody's worrying about them. That's why most people do not post content. But literally, no one cares about you. If you have that mindset, I feel like you'll be more free to push out stuff. That issue is still something I'm still trying to make people realize. Just push yourself. When I started, I knew, like I said, I struggled with low engagement a lot of times. Like in a week, I could count how many views I get, calculate them. They were not up to 1,000 views when I started. And it happened for months. But then, people even laughed at my friends, my close people, I knew that my G's, they were laughing at me like, what are you doing? But I laugh along with, like I said, I hate myself, So I laugh along with them, I'm just doing it. So I didn't really care. That was something that really pushed me. So just remove your mind from people's opinions about you and just put yourself out there. Content creation, you are the content. So don't think it's one crazy mathematical equation. It's as simple as just posting it.
You heard the guy. Now, let's talk monetization, brand deals. Yeah? Are you making money from content creation?
Sure. Yeah, I do, actually. One thing for certain, but I'm not really focused on that. I never was focused on that.
It's not about the money.
It's not really about the money at first.
Okay, at first.
Most people go into content creation for the money. Surely the money is there, but brands only follow people that have the attention that they need to push whatever they're trying to promote. Do you get?
Yeah.
So you are no one without whatever attention comes. So how would you get attention if you are not posting? So listen, just focus on, I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but I hope it clicks in people's minds. Focus on putting yourself out there. Focus on posting. Like,
that's just the
the
word.
brand deals will definitely come. The ambassador, everything comes when you set your path right. It's just something that follows through, one step at a time.
Okay.
One step at a time.
Something random.
Random.
Yes.
I love this one.
If there was one content creator you would like to collab with, who would that be?
One.
Yeah, just one.
It has to be one.
Just one.
Oh. There's a lot to go. Let's say Koti.
Kotzi EO.
Yeah, Koti.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
She's just.
I like.
don't know.
It was. In fact, if I'm thinking here, she's like
Out of.
totally. No, I know her quite alright, but
She wasn't in frame.
yeah, at all.
Yeah.
But then, if I'm to ask why her though,
Okay, I feel like out of all things, Koti is just. I'm not glazing anyway. I'm just saying, this is fact. You can go and verify. Koti is just. She has a unique style of content. It's something you don't see every creator make. It's just something. It's just her. And I don't feel like if you are someone like her, you would be. She's in her own world entirely. You watch us. You know that this is you. This is not something you see every day. And I feel like originality is something we don't get because of AI and stuff. Originality is very, very far from people now. People are no more. People do not worry about originality because it takes time. And eventually, what do people get out of it? Low views, low likes. So it's something that, yeah, it really just talked to me and I was like, wow, okay. It's just there.
So
I feel like it was
this begs the question, or this brings me to my question on your opinion. Yeah, you feel from what you said, I would connote that AI's impact on content creation is like a no-no for you.
Yeah.
That is it basically. But then there are people out there that the AI actually helps
Surely.
promote.
Okay. On that thought, I would say it's a 50-50 thing. AI helps a lot. Yeah, for script writers, it helps like when it comes to bringing out ideas, AI could help you with that. But in terms of delivery, I disagree completely because like, yes, AI does its part, but I don't feel like AI can replicate personality. Someone like me that is crazy, I don't feel AI cannot replicate the kind of madness I put out in life. You cannot replicate, you cannot. It's not done. You just know. I don't know, you see AI content and you know this is AI.
Yeah.
You might not really tell, but it's like
most, but then the deeper ones, you know that yes, this is.
It's not something you can replicate. So I feel like if you want to use AI, use it for the surface level. If you want to go deeper, please avoid it. It will affect you. Of course, it's fun and it's like, okay, back to back content, but it has its side effects.
Right. All right.
Surely.
Moving on. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. If you could keep one, which would it be?
If I could keep one, I'd say YouTube.
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Out of the three, we pick YouTube.
Picking YouTube. Anytime.
I'll have to ask why.
Okay, YouTube is like the OG.
How?
For someone like me, I started off on YouTube. I started watching YouTube first of all before Instagram and stuff. And yeah, in terms of supporting creators, it's YouTube. Most creators will not be where they are if not for YouTube. YouTube is a place where you can get destroyed, where you can develop yourself. Most people they pay for courses online. They don't know that most of the courses they are paying for are right there before their eyes. Well, yeah, YouTube is just that place. That's helping me personally. I don't know about other creators, but YouTube is my safe space, man.
Alright. On social now, what's like the weirdest DMs you've ever received? There is a lot.
I'm smiling.
Yeah, I don't know. Pick like, scale it. Pick like the weirdest.
The weirdest DM I ever received. Okay. A girl texted, I don't know if it's a girl, it was a female on that profile. She texted me that, okay, she would like to meet. Apparently this person knew my address.
Already.
It was crazy. I don't know if my friends were trolling me or something. Okay. That she would like to meet me. If not, she's going to come for me and she was threatening, more like a threat.
Like come for you, like physical harm type
Physical
of.
harm.
Wow.
It's more like I panicked for a second, but I was like, okay, I don't have pops. It's more like, yeah, I panicked for a while, but then, nah.
So how did you handle it?
How did I handle it? I first of all moved out of that location. Not moved out, I went out of that
Area. Very well.
For a while, then came back eventually, but then I was like, I was in school, by the way. School, so probably a student in my.
And just wanted to give you.
That is crazy.
Okay.
As far as I can remember.
If you were to describe your audience, your viewers, what would you describe them? With one word, how would you describe them? Or should I say describe your audience with one word?
Crazy. I'm looking for more demure.
there's no word more demure than crazy.
I feel like, listen, people are trying to put up their crazy side these days because to avoid, what people perceive me as, what will this person think of me? I'm someone that, to some extent, I do not care. So if you don't follow me yet, and you eventually follow me, you end up being crazy. I'll bring out that part of you.
Right. My next question actually, I don't think there's actually any, because you've been dishing out, in my own way, you've been dishing out wisdom to other content creators. Yeah. So there is no need to now ask what your advice for them would be. If they are smart enough, they will pick. Yeah. Moving on. Any exciting projects or collaborations coming on?
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah, it won't be exciting, but I'll just say it right now, so I'll just leave it for.
Leave us some suspense.
A surprise package,
Alright. So, any words for your fans, your audience? Final words.
It's funny how I see this in interviews and I never. Okay, guys, keep being crazy. That crazy part of you, stay single as well. Stay very important. If you get into a relationship, I'll find you. So hopefully this doesn't come back to me, but yeah, keep being crazy, man.
Something random, yeah? If you check your page, there's been, you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea.
Ooh.
That's what I'm like.
I think I speak for a lot of people now when I'm asking, was your account hacked?
My account is banned.
It was banned.
Is it hacked or banned?
No, hacked. Because the recent content, it's a girl.
It's crazy. A lot of crazy things. You know when Tim said crazy things are happening? Things have been happening in my life, and there's something I should give testimony about.
Because the content actually is like theft. Let me just bring it out there.
I want to laugh so hard right now. I'll just relax. So apparently, I went for an exam, and I gave my phone to someone to help me hold. This was a shop owner. You get, so after giving her the phone, I didn't find her there again. Apparently, there was a guy on standby in case people come around. He said, okay, the woman gave some other person the phone. She was no longer there. I went to meet the guy that supposedly was supposed to like have the phone. He said he didn't see the phone. There was this confusion. Alpha, my phone. The guy was it's not his phone, so how should he be concerned? So I ended up looking, searching. After everything, I gave up. Did you get? I gave up. Come on. I came back the next day, but at the end of the day, I was like, in Nigeria, if you lose your phone, no more. You don't go. You don't go. Just forget.
But then it's crazy for them to now come on your TikTok.
And then I came online I think some days later, and someone was posting on my phone.
You still have access to the account?
I saw on someone else's page, like on someone else's phone, People were like, okay, someone is posting on your page. I checked. I was not expecting to see something. I said, I was not need to check my page. But now someone is telling me that someone is posting on my page, I had to check, and I saw, okay, wow. I didn't have the password on that phone. So I don't know. If someone was to steal my phone, I don't feel like there will be need for them to need a password. So I never put a password on my phone.
Like you believe humans are that nice?
If you were to hack into every other thing has a password, but access into the phone, I feel like it's easier for me. It's not like this other phone that have Face ID, so it's more like, I just scroll up and it's easy to. If you were to steal my phone, go for it. Take it, bro. But I don't know if
it is tragic or funny, but then
crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy. Okay, speaking of your content here, there's this beef with you and iPhone users. Like, why? I think I speak for all still when I speak. The back, okay. It's definitely, it has to be an iPhone.
Director. This is Director. I don't know. How did you get on the show? I feel like I was very specific with the director when I came on the show. I told him, okay, the director is an Android user. I saw him with a Samsung. That's why I agreed to do this interview. So how would you get an iPhone and you're in my are you not ashamed of? I feel like, listen, I have no other thing to tell you. I feel like I'm crashing out right now. You just switched up my mood. I'm very disappointed in you. Very disappointed. No wonder you were saying some things.
A proud iPhone user, but then this is way better than what you have out there. Like, okay, if not iPhone, what else?
I'm having a headache right now for some reason. Are you not ashamed of yourself as you're holding that?
No, actually, do you know the price?
Any phone? I just look at it right now. I was very shade before, but now I'm seeing it clearly. You have a lot of work to do on every ramification. I'm not even joking. I'm not kidding. I'm tired of. Listen, I feel like it's time to leave here. I have no other thing to tell you. You should get a Samsung or something. I'm not trying to promote anything, but get something. I don't know. What do you... Why? No, tell me. I need to know, like, why did you get an iPhone?
iPhone or nothing, bro.
That's all you have to say. iPhone or nothing. You have no reason, okay, why I'm using an iPhone compared to... Have you used an Android before?
Obviously, yes. We've all used Androids, but then... By specs,
we've all used Android. So we started with Android.
Yeah, definitely with Android. By specs, by price, by mods, iPhone still drops.
I'm done. Please end this. I can't hear this.